happening? Hey, it's that guy. What's up, Jackson? Get past that damn phone holder. Phone keeps trying to focus, or yeah, the camera keeps trying to focus in on the phone holder. I don't like this phone holder as much as I do the one in my work truck. Let's swap them out. So trout fishing with us, anywhere where there's river access, they're shoulder to shoulder, and yeah. I got a couple of bites where I could get in, but the good fishing, all the good spots were shoulder to shoulder. I mean, it was bad. I told Shannon earlier, I said, my luck is I'll get down there and someone will try to be an asshole, and I'll have to out asshole them. So I wasn't not in the mood to get in a pissing contest with anybody this morning, so I said, I'll find somewhere else. Probably gonna go catfishing, I ain't gonna lie. We'll stop down here at the store, get me some chicken, and go to the big river and go catfish. A couple places I want to check out. I can tell you, Reliance, Tennessee is a black hole for cell phone service. I had service on one spot and I moved a foot and lost it. But off to Chattanooga. The rooster tail to the wood, to the tree. Because some of the spots too, there's a bunch of limbs hanging down. Yeah, it was a bust. All right, man. Well, have fun. I can tell you this much, any good trout fishing stream on a Saturday is not a good idea. Because everybody and their brother is there. So, we go to the store, we buy some bait, we go get some catfish. Hope I can get on a big one today. If not a big one, a bunch of good, decent ones. Tap that screen, y'all. Double, 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 double. 14 people with one thumbs up. How's that work? bro. What's going on? Number of people who find it okay to just drive in the left lane astound me. It's astounding. Morons. Friggin' genius. Nah, I'm not trucking. I'm headed to the store to get bait, and then I'm going probably to hook up with Travis and Cindy somewhere and go catfishing. Tried trout fishing this morning, but anywhere there was river access, it was shoulder to shoulder fly rods. No, I'm not driving. I'm sailing the high seas with Jack Sparrow. Finally got my Jeep back on the road. That was a pain in the ass. I'm gonna tell you, if you ever get a chance to change emergency brakes on a Jeep Wrangler, pay somebody to do it. Yeah, they were shoulder to shoulder. I told Shannon, I said I didn't want to try to squeeze in because I know somebody would eventually be an asshole and I'd have to out asshole them. So rather than go to jail, I figured I'd go somewhere else and fish. Dude, I'll wrap that fly rod around your neck a couple times. Make a tie for you. I mean, the thing is anywhere where there's river access, there was just people everywhere. I'm like, man, I ain't even. I got a few bites in a couple different places, but not where I wanted to be. So, I'm going catfishing. Heck yeah. That's awesome. It's cool when they do stuff like that for kids. It's like my 11-month-old son caught a 24-inch trout. Look at that. That, and I guess I don't like people walking up on me where I'm fishing. So I choose to not do that to other people. Oh shit, that ain't no bass. Blow me up. Yeah, I never understood that. Like, you see somebody's fishing somewhere, just go somewhere else. I hate it when people do that. That's why I won't do it to other people. I'm like, man, I'm gonna walk right up on someone. Hey, where's your line at? I'm gonna cast out here too. No, mean, unless it's somebody I know, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. Yeah, that's the thing. If I'm doing like trout fishing or bass fishing or something like that, if I don't get a bite within the first few minutes, I'm like, yeah, I'll change out a lure or whatever a couple times, but after that, I'm gone. I'm gone. I don't have patience for it. I'm moving somewhere else. How about the guy with the fishing license thing? I was on a boat ramp one day. That was a while back now, and I was kind of saving a spot for people when these guys just roll up and started fishing. I was like, yeah, we're not here. He started running his mouth. I was like, yeah, whatever, dude. I ain't even. This is not a contest you want to get in with me. Come on, people. Yeah, pay to play. I'm all about fishing licenses and all that stuff, but what I don't like is like Tennessee. You'll go to certain places and you got to pay to park, and it's like, man, look, I already paid for my fishing license. I paid for a trout license. I got to pay to park. Like, I have a problem with that. That irritates me. And the parking lots usually aren't even that great. I mean, granted, it's $3 a day, but I mean, to me, it just seems like a racket. Like, what's that $3 going to? Because if it's to maintain parks and pay the employees, I thought that's what fishing license and hunting license was for. Yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah, you shouldn't need a license to fish, catch and release. As long as you ain't hauling them out of there. I mean, I honestly don't think we should have to have a license to hunt or fish. The state don't own those animals. Yeah, you might want to wait there, big dog. Yeah, it's crap. All it is harassment. I mean, I don't know. Who gave them the right to say they own the animals? It could. Heck, you do everything online now. So I don't even know the point of having to pay for it. I mean, I don't know. I get conservation and all that stuff, but I mean, honestly, I would say 99.9% of anybody that's hunting anyway is conservative minded when it comes to animals, and they're not going to go out there and just slaughter everything and leave it lay. So yeah, 22. Oh shit! Somebody smoked a deer. Smoked it. If I had room in the back, I'd pick it up. Have me some fish. It's 30. I think it was $36 this year for a fishing license, and then I had to pay an extra $24 for a trout stamp. Or yeah, trout license. Yeah, $50-something just to fish. Yeah, I mean that's just for certain waters. The trout stamp, the trout tag or trout license isn't good for every stream and lake. Like there are certain lakes, like certain streams, like up by Gatlinburg and stuff. You got to have a special permit for that too. I am East Omaha, fat cat. Bunch of vultures. Yeah, you ain't wrong. Heck, in Ohio, don't they limit you on your poles too? Like you got to pay for a fishing license. You're allowed a certain number of poles. Yeah, I'm on vacation till Monday. Monday morning at 8 o'clock, I go back on duty. Then I work until the following Tuesday, and then Shannon and I are going to Gatlinburg next week, 5 days. So yeah, that's crazy, man. That's what it was when I was growing up, was 2 rods in the water. Yeah, that's insane. 2 rods per person. Heck, for us, we'd have to have a lot of extra people standing around with fishing licenses. Heck, with me and Cindy and Travis fishing, at any given time, there's 10 poles in the water. Mountaineer. Yeah, it is a beautiful day. It's 68 degrees right now. Sunshine. It stormed last night, and I figured that would cool everything way down, but it didn't. It popped right back. Went trout fishing as well. Tried to go trout fishing this morning. Fished with 6 rods. Yeah. Yeah, I tried to get trout fishing this morning, but they were shoulder to shoulder fly rods, so I was like, I'm gonna go get some bait and go catfishing. Y'all stay here. I'll be somewhere else. I actually am in the process of building another rod holder, kind of like the one that I have now, but it's wider, so it spreads the rods out a little further. But once I get that done, and spread it out, put some more width in it, so I have 2 of them like that. Yeah, trot lines. The problem with trot lines is the dumbasses leave them in the water. They don't take them out. They just take the fish off and leave them. I think if you get caught doing that, you need to be strung up with the hooks that are on your trot line. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I have some pipe and some rebar. I'm thinking about taking and making single rod holders for like the carp rods, and then I have the 4 rod holders for the cat rods. But I'm thinking about taking that rebar and just putting it on a single pipe and making a single rod. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. Shannon thought it was a good idea, but I haven't decided yet. Need to get a welding table is what I need to do, because I'm tired of bending over on the floor all the time. Yeah. The rod holders that I have, well, actually, I kind of got the idea from Travis, but I made my own twist on it and made it out of metal instead of wood. They work pretty dang good, I think. Well, yeah, they work pretty good. So I have so the metal pipe, and then inside the metal pipe there's a plastic rod holder that I inserted into it to keep from messing the handle up. So there were some old plastic rod holders that I had. They were on the boat, but I took them off the boat because we don't use them anymore and put them on there. We have on the boat now, we have the wire style rod holder. It has the U in it. You set it in. Sneaking in the back way through Chattanooga. That way I don't have to deal with all the traffic. Because I really hate traffic. Traffic turns me into a different person. I don't like being that guy. Dude needs brakes on his truck because they're scrubbing. Huh. Get that pollution rain, man. All that smog you got. Buddy Bill Gates. Thought those fancy rod holders, adjustable tube holders for only two. Yeah, we put some rod holders on the boat, and we took it out one time, and we discovered that it was leaking, so we're gonna have to do something to the transom, and then I think the spark plugs are filing out on the motor. We ended up having to be towed back to the damn ramp because the motor wouldn't start. We were taking on water at the same time. Like, this ain't good. Past the dude with a bunch of ducks on his dash. I would put ducks on the dash of my Jeep, but I'm a man, so there's that. Yeah, they ain't I have some ducks in the console that people have given me, but I ain't throwing them up on the dash. Get the hell out of here. I do have 3 ducks that I will not get rid of. One my daughter gave me as a mohawk. The other one my boss gave me. It's one wearing a bikini, and then one that looks like Elsa, and that's some guy gave it to us, and Shannon liked it, so we kept it. But other than that, they're in the console. Oh, and I take that back out for. There's a mallard duck in there that some little mentally handicapped kid gave me at Walmart. So I was like, yeah, I'll take it. Call me a big softy, but I'll take it. I always got a kick out of those smart cars that people make look like the little tykes. Yeah, mallards are cool. Well, like I said, the only reason why I took it is because when I was a little kid, I could tell he was mentally handicapped. No one would tell him no. Get out of here, kid. Put that crap on my car. I mean, I guess if you ran off in the water, it'd help your Jeep float, maybe. It'll float to the top, hold it up. So you know where it's at. Yeah, I'll put a bunch of ducks on my dash, and while I'm at it, I'll put a giant dildo on my antenna. That's so stupid. Dude's trading ducks. Hey, you want a duck? Yeah, for mounting them on the windshield. Put one right dead in the middle of the windshield, make it look like a unicorn. It'd have to be rainbow colored though. I'll put a foxtail coming out the back of the trailer hitch. So stupid. Oh my God. See, that's why we need to bring bullying back. We really do. Just let it go. I'm 48 years old. I'm going to tell you right now. Someone acted like that when we was in school, they'd have got beat up. Yeah, 44s make them float. Yeah, that's it. Physics and stuff. It's scientific. I mean, I have bigger tires on my Jeep, but only because I don't want small tires on my Jeep. But they're not 44s, and it's not jacked up. It's within reason. And I like riding through on trails, so. Yeah, they got the crap. People that acted like that when I was in school, we got the crap kicked out of them. Like, he identifies as a cat. Okay, well, I identify as a coyote. I almost bet when you were in school, probably the same as me, there was that one person that galloped around like a horse, right? Well, we had one. She talked, she was whinny and shit. I wanted to punch her in the nose, but it was a girl, so you couldn't. But everybody stayed away from her. I figured. Stupid. Yeah. So my oldest son is 17, and when he was in middle school, there was a kid that I don't know what it identified as, but he got into a discussion with my oldest, with Jamie, and the kid said, "Well, you're transphobic," and he's like, "I'm not scared of you." And the kid was like, "What?" He said, "I'm not scared of you at all." He's like, "I never said you were scared of me." He said, "Yeah, you said I was transphobic." He said, "And phobia is irrational fear of something, and I'm not scared of you." I was like, "Damn, boy." Sucks when you're arguing with logic. Yeah, the girl that did the horse girl at our school, she was nice. She was just weird. But she didn't ask for any special accommodations either. Right, turn and run away screaming. What's he doing? Jamie just hit him with logic. He's like, "Well, I'm not scared of you." That's what a phobia is. Yeah, we had the witch girl. She always wore black makeup, and she always putting spells on people. Yeah, I remember her too. You sure we didn't go to the same high school? That was back before emo. Was emo? Yeah, emo was a thing. We had a few of those that wear baggy clothes and black clothes and the dark makeup. Always have their hair all funky. The goths didn't even like her. You know you're bad when the goth kids reject you. You ain't wrong. You can't be like that. The thing is, like, I raised my kids to be nice to everybody, no matter what they look like or how they act. Be nice to them. But some of this stuff, they just take that stuff way too far now. I can see them liking you. Yeah, I had friends from all kinds of groups, but not like my kids. My kids are like super popular. I don't know how it even happened, but like everybody knows them. Everybody like flocks to them for some reason. I mean, they're nice to everybody, but it's just like they go to a school function and everybody's like, "Hi, Jamie. Hi, Peyton. Hi." It's like, what the hell? I wasn't really popular in school. I did have friends from different groups though. I didn't want to be popular because the popular kids were assholes. I didn't call them assholes. They were just downright mean to people. So I grew up extremely poor, and so I got made fun of a lot by the rich kids and shit. And it made me feel really good when I first got I was working at Honda, and I was making really good money for back then. And I walked into a parts store, and one of those rich kids was standing there making $8 an hour. And I was like, huh, boy, how the tables have turned. Yeah, that's cool. Well, I can't say that for my high school. My high school had a lot of bullies, and I had to fight a lot. The thing about when I was younger, I was real quiet, and I didn't say much because, well, I didn't want to fight. But when they came at me, I wouldn't back down from them. Especially the bullies that wanted to get physical. You want to talk, that's whatever. I'll talk shit right back to you. But the bullies that tried to get physical with us, that was a whole different ballgame. The thing was I wouldn't fight for the longest time, but my stepdad told me that if I didn't start standing up for myself, he was going to kick my ass. And I was like, well, here we go. Oh yeah, now there's no selling it. You fight somebody and beat their ass, they're coming back with a gun or a weapon of some sort and try to hurt you. I'm just too old to fight now. I don't even give a damn. Doesn't matter at my age. Our age, it doesn't matter if you win or lose. It's still going to hurt. Right? Well, not in Tennessee. Tennessee's a mutual combat state. But regardless, I mean, it's still going to hurt. Ain't no winners, I'll tell you that. Slide of here jacks and shit. They got any skipjack. Oh, mercy. See if they got any skipjack. So I really don't want to drive all the way to Spring City. I'll be right back. Woohoo! We have skipjack. Trying to talk Shannon into buying a pontoon boat. You know how many rods you can get on a pontoon? That thing will look like a porky boat. I'd have them stacked up 4 inches apart all the way around. Probably wouldn't be enough room on the lake once I got done. Come on, light. Heck yeah, you can have 10 people on a pontoon. Well, I don't know about 10. 6 people on a pontoon boat anyway. A ton of rods, man. Come on, man. That's why I hate Chattanooga. I hate Chattanooga with a passion. I could go the rest of my life not coming into this town, into the city, and it wouldn't bother me one bit. He's like, oh shit, that ain't good. Yeah, Buckeye Lake's a pretty shallow lake anyway. Or at least it used to be. I don't know, since they redid everything, it might not be now, but it used to be real shallow. There's parts of Buckeye Lake you could walk across when I was younger. Yeah. Yeah, they'd have to dredge a whole lot to have any depth in there, because I think the deepest part of it was like, down by the dam was like, I think 20, 25 feet deep at one point. Something like that. Papa Boo's still going strong. I like Papa Boo's. When I lived at Buckeye Lake, I would go down to Papa Boo's quite a bit. There was there's a bar over on the, what is it, Miller's Port side, that we used to go to. It changed names like 6 times. Well, I wouldn't even know what it was called now. Papa Boo's. It's been a long time since I've heard about Papa Boo's. Anybody say anything about Papa Boo's? Actually, when I was living down there, Papa Boo's was on my route for Coca-Cola. Heck yeah. Like, I always like, it was pretty cool, especially in summertime, or late spring, early summer. It wasn't ungodly hot. Pizza Cottage. Yeah, I think there was a pizza cottage in McConnellsville when I was growing up, if I'm not mistaken. I believe. Of Maple. There's another strip of road that is about useless. Maple Avenue. Well, it used to be, if you drove 35 miles an hour, the speed limit, down Maple Avenue, and you caught the first light green, you could go all the way from one end to the other without stopping. But I'm sure traffic messes that up now. Yeah. Yeah, I know. You never can. I mean, you could if, at night, I guess, but or at the right time. But with traffic, I'm sure they screw it up. But I know you get stuck at one light, you're getting stuck at all of them. uh, Mount Vernon's even pretty bad now. That's where my daughters and my ex goes all the time to Mount Vernon, and it's even pretty bad now. It's because they're passing out driver's licenses like participation trophies. Right. I know. I was talking to my cousin, lives in Perry County. I guess well, that was about retarded. I was saying before YouTube interrupted me rudely. Southern Perry County land prices is going skyrocketing because of Mossy Oak properties. There was a piece of property it was 1,000 acres. When I was growing up, it was 1,000 acres, and they wanted $100,000 for it. Now there's pieces of property down there going for $100,000 for a lot. And it's simply because people are moving into rural areas. Yeah. Well, it's the same way down here. I mean, Mossy Oak Properties owns a boatload of land, and of course their name makes it worth more, I guess. The same dirt you could have got for $1,000 an acre, they're selling for $100,000 an acre. It's ridiculous. They didn't do anything to it. They just bought it and sold it. It's a green light. Why are we stopping? Yeah, New Albany's always been a freaking money pit because of the Wexners. As far back as I can remember, New Albany's been outrageously expensive to buy a piece of property. And you ain't even buying a piece of property, you're buying like a third of an acre. I never understood like the Muirfield Village stuff. Buying, a lot for $300,000, and then they tell you what you're allowed to build there. Like, dude, you fell bumped your head. You think I'm buying a piece of property and you're gonna tell me what I'm gonna do with it? All that room and she can't even back out. E. Oh, that's a dude. Wow. That's even worse. Yeah, that was a dude. I'm probably going to lose service when I walk into this store. Unfortunately. And it happens every time. So if I do, I'll be back. A little bit of Jeep on Jeep action. Dude looks like dude driving like a lady. Oh damn, I didn't bring a quarter in with me. Oh well. I figured. I've always got a quarter. So give me your best argument. Because I'm out in the area and don't have cell phone service, but somehow they expect me to believe that they sent a bunch of jokers to the moon and talked to them on a CB radio. I don't buy it. Yeah, cutting out, you can't hear me. No, man, I have a hard time wrapping my head around them trying to say they went to the moon. So essentially, they put 3 guys in a friggin' Coke can with a V8 Chevy small block and launched their asses to the moon. Talk to them on the radio, not on a secure line, on a radio. And I can't drive down the road without a damn losing cell phone service. What the hell? Move your ass, lady. Got all day. Got fish to catch. I went live in the middle of BFE and had service all the way down until I got to Chattanooga. When I get to Chattanooga, it starts reconnecting. How the hell does that work? Yeah, that's the way I look at it. I would almost lay money that our government lied and said we went to the moon. Yep. Oh, we already made it. Ha ha, Russia. Sucks to be you. We won. We have better technology for cameras and stuff. We can fake it better. Yeah. I do have a lot to do Monday. I'm sure you won't put me back to work because I took time off. To work my fingers to the bone. The thing is, just fish it's so there was I remember seeing a thing. It was a video of this girl asking one of the guys from NASA that supposedly went to the moon why we don't go back now, and he said, "Oh, we lost the technology." Well, how the hell are you gonna tell me in 1969 we had the technology to get there, but we can't figure it out in 2025? Yeah, I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. Sell that load of shit to somebody else. Can't drive down the road and talk on the phone without a damn dropping a call, but by God, in the 60s and 70s, they talked to people in outer space with a radio. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, we have more technology now than ever before, and it's only getting better. And they're saying we don't have the technology to get to the moon. Well, crack out that tin can you sent Armstrong up there in. I bet you it'll work. Probably built better than anything we have now. Lost in technology. Yeah. Actually, I've been in the space, one of those supposed lunar modules over at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. And that thing isn't much more than a tin can. Our airplanes are built better than that, for sure. Yeah. Well, they said it's true, so it's gotta be. I think we're all a bunch of Gomer piles running around here. And I don't buy into the whole flat earth thing, but I have a real hard time believing all the stuff that they tell us. Real hard time. That's exactly what it is as a whole. I'll get on a political rant every now and then, only because I don't buy into either side's bullshit. I learned a long time. I used to be like die-hard Republican everything, but I've come to learn that both sides want us dead. They don't give a shit about us. All they care about is money and power. And they use race, religion, and sexuality as hot button points, and social status as hot button points to keep us all divided, because they know damn well once we figure out what's going on and everybody starts getting along, their jig's up. And that's the reason why they fight to keep us separated. Yeah, I tell my kids all the time, just remember, the left wing and the right wing are both on the same bird. They're both working for the same goal. And no, not a single one of them will ever make me believe any different. My country, but I hate the government. And I'm not afraid to say it. Probably ought to remind them that there's room on the calendar for another holiday. Yeah, oh, you can't. I'm not choosing sides. I already chose my side, the right side. I don't believe any of them. They're all full of shit. A bunch of old rich bastards. It's like this last government shutdown. I don't watch the news because I don't. It pisses me off. But this last government shutdown we had, it didn't affect them any. I mean, you talking about people that supposed to make $170,000 a year, just living on the insurance, on the salary. $174,000 affects a millionaire? Nah, not one bit. I'll be right back. Yeah, they are all out to get you. It has been months since I've driven through this car. Months. It's like I always tell people all the time, if you think the government's in your favor, ask the guys from Ruby Ridge how much the government helped them. Ask David Koresh and them how much the government helped them. Yeah, they don't look around. It's, I don't know. People have no idea what's going on around them. I quit, like I said, I quit watching the news because all it does piss me off. And I don't want to be that guy that just goes ham and starts mowing down politicians. Just saying. It is. It is 100% designed to push us over the edge. Without question. Well, it's like I was saying, it's like they use race and social status and religion and sexuality to keep us all divided, because they know that once we all start getting along, their game's over. The game is over. And that's why they use those hot button issues to keep us all separated. Appreciate that, Alvin. Thanks for coming in, man. I didn't even know I got there. I think it was Fat Cat told me the other night, or was it Fat Cat? Or no, maybe it was Northern. One of the guys in it that come from Cindy's group told me about it. I didn't even realize it hit it. But I appreciate the congrats, man. Appreciate that. I'm working hard at it, brother. I'm going to try to get it even higher. I want to be up there like Cindy, 30, 40,000, 50,000. Catfish Dave, 100,000. Right, I could go look, raise our own animals and gardens. So I could survive without. I mean, I like having nice things, but I don't need it. I could go right now and lose everything I have and still make it because I have drive. I hope so, Alvin. My salary for 2 years full time. I'll make YouTube my job. That's what I wanted. I would love to get paid to fish. I would love to get paid to fish. course, if my boss was in here, she'd tell me I do get paid to fish because I fish quite a bit when I'm on call. So what makes the difference if I'm sitting at the house or I'm sitting at the river? I still answer the phone. That's the people in my life. Oh yeah, yeah. If I didn't have kids, honestly, if I didn't have kids, I'd be at the beach. I would be a beach bum. Yeah, yeah, beach bum. I know some guys that live down there, and they make decent money just doing like gimmicky stuff that they know tourists will pay for. And I mean, they make good money doing it. And they don't have a job. That's all they do is make trinkets and stuff and sell it. I know a dude that made stuff out of palm leaves. Like he would make. I mean, he made all kinds of different stuff out of shells, and these tourists eat that stuff up. And I mean, he made good money doing it. He didn't have a job. I mean, I guess you could say that was his job, but he didn't have anybody to answer to. Heck yeah. That was my thing. I wanted to be like Bill Dance and Jimmy Houston and Hank Parker. Those were my heroes, man. What's up, Michael Baker? Watch out for them beavers, bro. A wiener biting catfish. Yeah, I got a couple of friends that do the beach rentals thing. Yeah, the Bill Dance blooper reels are awesome. They are awesome. Yeah, protect your pee-pee, Michael. Wear a steel cup to bed if you don't like my life. Right? Or where the snake fell out of the tree. I wasn't planning on, I was going to go down south of Chattanooga on the river and fish, but I forgot my light. Well, actually, I forgot the battery for my light, and I forgot my spotlight, the truck, so I gotta go back to the house, so I'm probably just gonna go up there somewhere and fish. Where's the cup to fish? You ain't bite my wiener off. I might even buy some minnows and do some crappie fishing while I'm catfishing. It's for the other people's protection, not mine. Thanks for looking out for us, Michael. Shit, and I also forgot my damn extra phone battery. Keep the monster in. So what has 100 teeth and contains a monster? My zipper. You require pay. I'm doing a public service, really. No, it's I messed that up. It's what has 100 teeth and holds back a monster. My zipper. All right, brother. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get a paycheck for this thing. Either pay me or I'm whipping it out. Hell yeah. Well, hopefully by the time you get back, Michael, I'll be fishing. Everything works out the way I planned. Which so far hasn't. So if things start going my way. Man, I did a video last night for my daughter that lives up there. Show her how I tie my catfish rigs. I cut the shit out of my finger with that string. Man, it hurts. But I got a bunch of rigs. Yeah, it's actually a pretty wide cut. tying rigs on an 80-pound leader. Cut the shit out of my finger right in the bend of my index finger on my right hand. Fun times, fun times. Of course, my dumb ass, I keep bending my finger just to, I don't know. Yeah, that was an 80-pound leader. Like I said, I keep bending my finger and thinking it's going to stop hurting eventually. But no, I'm retarded. I turned damn air conditioner on. It's warm in here. Yeah, that I was actually looking at some 80-pound braid yesterday when I was at Bass Pro. It says it has the diameter of 20-pound mono. I was like, I can get a lot of that on a spool. A 20-pound braid will catch a pretty good sized fish though. I know I had on my bait rod for the longest time I had was it 15-pound braid, and I got snagged up. I can't tell you how many times I'm just like reeled down tight on it and started walking backwards to try to break it off and end up straightening the hook. Like, what the hell? It wouldn't break. It's just basic. I think I'm going to go ahead and reline my poles with that 80-pound I bought yesterday though. I don't know, I might wait. But if I break another big one off like I did the other night, I promise you that's good. That's good. That braid's going away. Yeah, this braid here, brand new. I just put it on a couple of weeks ago and ended up breaking off one. Well, that one Tuesday that broke off. Actually, two Tuesdays that broke off on 65-pound braid. Can't tell you how frustrating I was. Yeah. Well, the thing about it is, though, is everybody I've talked to about the big cats, man, they said you want that mono because you want that extra stretch, which kind of makes sense because I don't know if you've seen the line that broke. It come apart pretty bad. I mean, it was all frayed out at the end, like you took a piece of string and just tufted it on the end. It came apart pretty bad. It was, if I was bass fishing or something like that, I'd definitely be using braid. But I think for the big cats, I might have to go back to mono. Yeah, that's my thing. It's that braid. I mean, I really can't knock braid too much, but because I do like braid, but fishing for these big ass catfish that we're fishing for, kind of have to follow the guys that have been doing it for a long time. Tell me. I mean, I'm not, who am I to tell them they don't know what they're talking about? You know what I mean? Like, nah, you ain't gonna know what you're talking about. You've only been doing it 10 years longer than me. And Cindy both told me that, for them big fish, you need that mono because you need that extra stretch. Stupid light. I know some cat fishermen that fish with braid and do really well. Well, I don't know them personally, but I've seen them. I know Catfish Dave, he fishes with braid, and but I don't know what size braid he's using. He may be using, a heavier braid, but maybe he knows something I don't. He probably, obviously does know something I don't, but that's what he uses, braid. But I'll be changing it out soon, I'm sure. I might just do it today before I go fish. Oh, that's why they're slamming on their brakes, so the cops in there. Morons. They don't realize that when you already seen him, he's already got you. Shut up, Jeep. Man, shit. What the hell? An illegal U-turn. But he's a cop, so he can get away with it. operating on your cat rods, fishing things. What's up, man? Wait, how big is the catfish you're catching though? I know Travis and Cindy swear that mono's better for the big cats. Oh, okay. Was 50 pounds or is 50 pounds? I'm just busting your chops, man. He said my PB was 50 pounds. Well, what is it now? Till next summer. I hear that, man. Well, I'm still trying to beat mine, so. Yeah, he's only 40. Try to improve his figure. I forgot how much I hated red lights until I got back in the Jeep. See you catch that world rest. Hey, I'm rooting for you, man. A buddy of mine said I was talking to him yesterday actually. He said he was bass fishing on Alum Creek and had a muskie just totally shred his lure and took, obviously broke his line. Wasn't fishing for muskie. He's like, I don't think I'll ever fish again until I start fishing for muskie and I catch one of them bass. Well, good luck to you. Yeah, there's some decent muskie in Allen Creek. I hear if you go below the dam, you get one the size of a Volkswagen. Dude, you could have made that. I could have made that. You want to wait on the next guy too? The one that ate Jimmy Hoffa. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened to him. Jimmy Hoffa was cremated. They'll never find him. I ain't never in my life seen so many bad drivers. And I've been to New York City and Chicago. I couldn't imagine going there now if the drivers are here. I'm gonna shut this thing down. I got a bunch of stuff to do before I go fishing, but I will be back on here in about 2 hours or so when I get to the dam. Yeah, Atlanta sucks ass. I go to Atlanta on a regular basis. It's friggin' horrible. Trashville, or as I call it, Crashville. Absolutely wretched drivers. Knoxville's horrible too. Nothing beats Chicago. But yeah, I'm gonna jump off. Gotta go grab some things, do a couple things, and I'm headed to the lake. So I'll be back on. I'll holler at you, brother. Peace.